how to assign work to your students that is to be done in a PDF file. So they open the PDF file, they write in it in the document, and then they send it back to you. So as a teacher, the first thing you want to do is to create the assignment. So I'm going to go in classwork, create, and go to assignment. I'm going to give a title to the document. This one is called Netiquette. The instructions, provide some of your ideas in the empty boxes. Now we're going to attach the PDF. Add. The PDF is on my desktop. I'm going to go to File, Upload, Browse, upload the PDF. There it is. I'm going to make sure that each of my students get a copy. Very good. I can assign points. I'm not going to do that. A due date. I'm not going to do that either. I can assign a topic. I'm just going to go in, let's say project right here. Okay, and now I assign it to all my students. All right. So now let's see the situation from the point of view of a student. So of course the student is logged into his or her Google account. They click on the assignment, Netiquette, and here's the copy that they have access to. Now once they click on the copy, what you have to understand is that this is a PDF file. It's not a Google Doc that you attach to the assignment and that they can just open it and then type right in it and then submit it back to you. You need a special software or extension that will allow you to edit a PDF file. So once the student gets there, they have to click here with Open With. And these are the connected apps. So on this browser, there is Kami. It's an extension that works well, that allows you to annotate the PDFs. Afterwards, you can download them. There's Google Docs, but Google Docs is going to mess with the format, so we're not going to choose that. If it was only a text, then I could choose Google Docs, but this is highly visual, so I want to keep the format as it is. And your student is going to see read and write. If they don't see read and write, it's because they're not connected to the browser with their EMSB account, which is really important. So make sure you tell that to your students. So not only to log into their Google account, so right here, when they have to access to the waffle, not only to their Google account, but also at this top level here, which is the browser. So they just have to click here and add their EMSB account. All right, so I'm just going to go back to this. So they click on Open With. They can choose Read and Write because we've paid a license for all of our students at the EMSB. So they click on Read and Write, and it's going to ask them to install the software that they need for PDFs, which is the Text Help PDF Reader. So install an extension, PDF Reader extension, install now. Right here, add to Chrome, because we want to add this to the browser. Add extension once again. And there you go. Now the extension has been added right here. The way to see it is that you can look here to see the extension. If you don't see anything, just click here. You have a symbol that resembles a puzzle. If you click here, then you see all the extensions that you have. And if you want to have a quick access to them right here in next to the URL area or window, you can just pin the extension. So see, Read and Write is already there. I'm going to pin it. See, it just appeared there. and text help PDF reader also is there. So I'm going to pin it. And now I have both extensions that are always accessible here in my browser. All right. So now we're going to go back to the PDF, open with, once again, I'm going to go with read and write for Google Chrome. And now the PDF reader should be able to open the file. And there you go. So the file is there. And now you see that I have a toolbar. This is the toolbar from Google Read and Write that gives me access, that allows me to modify the document that's in front of me. So the work here is tips for a good class meeting online. I'm on time. I turn off my mic. I respect others. I listen, use a headset, raise my hand, use the chat responsibly. And now the assignment was to add ideas in the empty boxes. So right here, I'm going to take the typewriter right here and click here and add an answer. So I can say, now the letters are pretty big, so I'm going to decrease the size. I make sure to, and I'm going to make this a bit bigger, to be sitting at an appropriate place. Okay, so once you're done writing your answer, make sure to click on the check mark. And now on the bottom left corner, you have different options. You can download the file. Now, if you download the file, unfortunately, it's not going to keep the modifications that you made onto the PDF because it considers the text as a second layer and it doesn't merge the layers together. So what you can do is go to the print option. And if you click here, and I do believe that if you're on a PC, you're going to have an option of saving the file as a PDF, and that is going to keep the modifications that you made. If not, go to the settings. You want to get the option of opening the PDF in a preview mode. So you do that, and there you go. Now this file I can save, and it will keep the modification. So I go to File and Save, and I'm going to save this on the desktop. Okay, so now I have saved the copy with the modification. So I'm going to go back to the classroom, to the work, and I'm going to submit it. Now, if I just add the file that I downloaded onto my computer, I'm going to have two PDFs. So just to not confuse the teacher, I'm going to get rid of the copy that he assigned, he or she, and I'm going to add the file that I've just downloaded onto my computer. So upload, browse on the desktop, there it is, open. Now it's being uploaded. There you go. Once it's ready, I can turn in. And there you go. Now it's sent. So from the teacher's point of view, the teacher is going to go to the, just realized I made a spelling mistake in etiquette here. It doesn't matter. All right, so he's going to click on the work. The one person has handed it in. They're going to click on this. It's done by Chris, which is a fake student. The teacher opens the work and looks at the modification that the student has done. There you go. And now he has the option of either assigning a grade or writing comments to the student. And there you go. That's how a teacher can assign a PDF to his students. And this is how the students can make sure that whenever they make modifications to such PDFs, they can send them back with the modifications still there.